Greetings, everyone. My name is Sarah Angel 91, but you may call me Ren. I am an upcoming student from Jakarta International University, and I am here to talk about adjectives, but not just regular adjectives or adjectives. I'm sorry for my mispronunciation, but in here we're gonna talk about adjectives with ed and ing in the end of a verb that can be formed as an adjective. Let's begin. Now, as you may know me, you may call me Ren. So, let's begin. I'm here to talk about adjectives, adjectives with ed and ing. So, let's begin. First, greetings everyone. My name is Sharon, Angel91, but you may call me Ren. I am an upcoming freshman from Jakarta International University, and I take English literature as my major. I am here to tell you about adjectives with verbs ed and ing. Shall we begin? Okay. First of all, table of contents. First, we're gonna start an introduction, and then we're gonna move to activities. In activities, there is something that's fun I would like you to follow. And then at the third segment, we're gonna talk about exercise. And then at the end, we're gonna come up with some conclusions. So let's begin at first. My introduction or an adjective introduction. Adjectives are words that describe a person or a thing and gives more information about them. Adjectives usually come before nouns or after a linking verb. Adjectives are used all the time in English, and they are a great way of adding more information about the noun and generally helping you to say something more about a person or a thing. When a verb has suffixes, for example, that we know what suffixes are id or ing. In the end, the verb becomes an adjective or known as a participle. So, let's shall begin. Introduction. There is systematic order that you should be followed when you use two or more adjectives. First one is quantity, and then opinion, size, age, color, shape, origin, material, and a purpose. For example, Dea seems unhappy. Unhappy is an adjective. She turned 18 yesterday. 18 is part of quantity. Or, as you can see in table number 4, age. Arif seems happy today. It is also an opinion. Or, yeah, it is an opinion. The food is delicious. The movie becomes boring towards the end. The bold words are the adjectives. However, there are some adjectives end with an ed or ing. What are the difference and how to use each of them? Shall we begin? Using ed in the end to describe a feeling or emotion. I was bored during the film. He is so sad when her dog died. He was really tired when he came home late. There's one simple and clear rule for adjectives that end in ed. This ending is only used when you are describing a feeling or emotion. This can be to describe how you feel something about yourself or how somebody else feels. That's why the subject here, I, was bored during the film. I describe myself to feel bored during the film. He is so sad when her dog died. He is feeling sad. However, it cannot apply to the dog who's died. You can, a dog could feel, but the dog already died, so he cannot feel. He was really tired when he came home late. It's also, he is tired. That's why we use ed in the end. Using ing in the end to describe a characteristic. London is so fascinating. He is an interesting person. The task Mr. Jonathan gave us is so challenging. If you are describing an object, place, or another noun, you would use adjectives that end in ing. These are used to describe a particular characteristic or aspect of the noun. Example like London is so fascinating. We describe the characteristics of London. Since the place is a great place, it is fascinating. The second example is for he is an interesting person. Now, the person is interesting. That's how we describe his characteristic. The test Mr. Jonathan gave us is so challenging. See, the test is challenging, not Mr. Jonathan. And let's continue with the third use of adjectives with id and ing. Ed and ing. Using ing in the end to describe people. She seems frightening when she put her hair down. She's too tiring to deal with. The model was very boring on the photo shoot. Now, these words are pretty tricky, especially if you use ing to describe people. But remember, although you will normally use ed adjective to describe a particular emotion or feeling someone is experiencing, you do not use these adjectives if you want to describe something about the person themselves. In this case, you would use an ing adjective, but it can be tricky as the two adjective endings can change the meaning of the sentence a lot, so you need to be sure which one you need to use. As example, the model was very boring on the photo shoot. It is an opinion that you use on the model, that the model seems boring, not that the model feels boring, not that the model herself feels boring. Right, so you know the difference. Now, fourth one, using id and ing to describe situation. You might not know that we can use ed and ing together. In describing an event or situation, it is possible to use either adjective ending, depending on the context and your meaning. The same rules still apply. If you are describing someone's feeling, then you use ed. And if you are describing the characteristic of the event, then you would use ing. For example, the film premiere was very exciting. Now, we use ing because we're describing the situation of the film, not what we feel. The fans were depressed at the match. We use fans that seems depressed. They are people, they can feel. The class seems terrifying when it's raining. Again, we describe the characteristic or the situation of the class when it's raining, not that the class that's terrified by the rain. So, the and use, using both ed and ing in the end. You might not know that we can also mix together to become a sentence or words. Now, once you got the hang of both endings, you can even use both of them in the same sentence, but as always, just make sure that you have the correct ending for the intended meaning. For example, the man felt annoyed because the fly is annoying. Now, who feel annoyed and who is annoying? See, the man as a person can feel things. So, he is annoyed by the annoying fly sounds. Second one, I feel terrified by the frightening roller coaster ride. Who is terrified? Of course. Who's terrified is I, such as me, not the roller coaster who is terrified by us. The roller coaster cannot feel anything. It is an object. Is tired because today was so tiring. See, the person or he is tired. What's so tiring? Today, maybe the man has some problem in the workplace or anything else. Now, let's move on to the next segment, activities. In here, we're gonna do something fun. You must follow what I say. Since before, I've already explained some of the adjectives that we can use in situations or characteristics, or etc. So now you have to tell the difference. So now, can you tell the difference? Now, let's follow me to make the expression. Embarrassing and embarrassed. What's the difference? She is so embarrassing. I feel embarrassed by her behavior. You notice the difference? Now, then let's take a look at this clip.
Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Ran and it's nice to see you.
Oh my god, you're so embarrassing.
Aw, you feel embarrassed by me? Aw, go cry about it.
Have you watched it? Well then, let's continue to the next one, shall we? Frightening and frightening. How do we express it? For a simple example, such as, I feel frightened by your sudden appearance. The class seems so frightening when the light is off. Can you tell the difference? No? Then let's watch this video.
Oh my god.
Are you okay?
No, I feel so frightened by this movie.
What movie? Oh yeah, that one is really frightening.
I think so too.
Have you watched it? Then let's jump into the next words or adjectives. Tired and tiring. What's the difference? Ah, I feel so tired. Oh my god, she is so tiring to deal. Okay, do you get it? If not, let's take a look at the clip again.
Hey, are you sick?
No, I just feel tired.
Well, I agree with you. Today is very tiring.
How was it? Did you get the difference? Let's continue. Irritated and irritating. What's the difference? Oh, I'm so irritated by this annoying sound. Oh my god, you're so irritating for looking at me like that. Can you see the difference? No? Or yes? Anyway, let's see the clips.
Can you stop? It's so irritating.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you feel irritated by loud noises?
Yes.
Have you seen it? How was it? It is all done. Can you tell the difference? If not, well then we're gonna go to the next segment, which is exercise. Before anything, let's prepare yourself to answer these questions. I'm gonna give you each of 15 seconds to answer the exercise. Now, there will be 7 questions in total, and all you need to do is to choose which one is the correct adjectives with ed or ing. So, let's begin. I'm going to give you 15 seconds to answer each of these questions. Want me to call it up for you? Let's head. Let's begin. First off, he was so embarrassed or embarrassing when he arrived late at the class. Dang, 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 time is up. Are you ready for the answer? Okay, then let's see. Correct. He was so embarrassed when he arrived late at the class. Why is it embarrassed, not embarrassing? Not embarrassed. Embarrassed, as we mentioned before, it used ed, which, which can be used to describe someone's emotion or feelings. He is embarrassed. He failed at the class because he arrived late. Everyone already in there, and he's the only one who arrived late. That's why he feels so embarrassed by him being late. Now, let's do the tax B. I like this new couch. It feels so relaxed or relaxing. I'm gonna give you time to answer again for 15 seconds. Again. Ding, ding, ding. Have you already answered? If yes, let's see if your answer is correct or no. Shall we see? Oh, I like this new couch. It feels so relaxing. Why is it using relaxing instead of relax? I mean, it feels so relaxed also. And true, because it sounds perfect, it sounds right, it sounds match. Well, no. The subject here, it, which is the new couch. The new couch. I describe the characteristic of the new couch as relaxing. That's why we use ing, not ed. So, did you get it? You ready for the next question? Let's see. Next question, or the third question. I am good at English, but I am so tiring or tired of all these English exams. I'll give you another time. Can you answer it? So, the answer is, are you correct? I am good at English, but I am so tired of all these English exams. Now, the question is, who is tired? Is it the exams or English? Well, exams is an object. It cannot feel tired. So, what can feel tired is we, or in this sentence is, or in this sentence is I. And so we use ed to describe our feelings, emotions. Can you answer it? Do you get it? Now let's move on. The movie is very well written. It is exciting or excited when it's near the end. I'll give you another time to answer. Now, did you manage to get it? So let's see the answer. The movie is very well written. It is exciting when it's near the ending. Now, it is exciting because we describe the movie that is exciting. You get it? Okay, let's move on to the next level. She felt so pleasing or pleased by the pleasing or pleased sunrise. Let's check it again. Yeah, can you answer it? Let's see the answer. She felt so pleased by the pleasing sunrise. The girl felt so pleased. Pleased is a synonym for amazed, adored. So the girl felt pleased by the pleasing sunrise. Pleasing is such a nice view in the eyes. That's why sunrise can be described as beautiful. It's a synonym for pleasing. And so let's see the next subject. He is frightened or frightening when the frightened or frightening ghosts appear. How can you answer it? The answer is he is frightened when the frightening ghosts appear. Now, who is frightened? Why do we use frightened? Because the boy or the man, he is frightened. He feels frightened by the frightening ghost. We use ed in he because he's the one who felt the emotion of frightened. Now, who is frightening? The ghost. The ghost viewed as frightening by the man or him. And so we use ing for the ghost and frightened for the man or him. Let's move on to the next level. Let's see the next subject. I am embarrassed or embarrassing by her embarrassed or embarrassing behavior. Did you manage to answer it? Let's check it again. I'm embarrassed by her embarrassing behavior. Why? Because I'm the one who feel embarrassed. As I'm saying it, I'm embarrassed or use ed in the end of embarrassed because I'm the one who felt the emotion of embarrassed. And so the one who seems embarrassing to me is her. That's why I use embarrassing, not ed, because I feel her. I describe her to be embarrassing. Now, did you get all the questions right? Congratulations. We're going to move on to the next segment, which is conclusions. It's a sum up to all that we learned today. Now, to sum up these things, adjectives, we can use it on both ed and ing according to its context and sentence. So, taking into all above mentioned, we can say that the two endings can be a little tricky to get it right. So, the best way to learn is by getting lots of practice. Make sure you try out both of the different types of ending and see how they make a difference to the meaning of the sentence. Thank you. My name is Sarah Angelaiwan, or you may call me Ran. As you know before, I am from GIU. I'm an upcoming freshman on Jakarta International University. And please forgive me if I have made any mistakes in this video. You may correct me in the comment or to my email. I've put it on the description of the video. Thank you. Bye.